I've lived in the Auburn-Gresham area here for over 40 years. I bought my house in '67.
I was drawn here partly because I knew that my family was here. It was a place that was safe, the teaching was good. It was a place of integrity.
St. Sabina is like, this is my home. I love this place. Father Mike, he's a great mentor to me. I learned a lot from him.
St. Sabina gave you a shot at all that, he gave you a shot of hope. In the sense of being helpless, you became helpful.
We're here to develop, create, to send out into the world.
Because of our hearts, we want to be here.
The businesses left us, and the people that were here originally, they abandoned us too. The only thing that didn't abandon us was St. Sabina Church.
When I came here to St. Sabina, I was told that we were a church that was getting ready to close. We had a handful of people. Today, we're one of the largest African-American churches in the country, and thousands of lives have been touched.
Located in Chicago's southside neighborhood of Auburn-Gresham, the St. Sabina Church is promoting positive change through collective outreach, including an elementary school, an employment resource center, a social services center, an elders village, a youth center, and a community development corporation called the Beloved Community. The faith community of St. Sabina is much more than a neighborhood success story. It is a centerpiece for faith, justice, and change in the broader global society.
The thing that I like about the church is that they not only worship inside the church, but they're also willing to come outside and march in the streets for what they believe is right and what Father Mike is fighting for.
St. Sabina's Speaker Series, which features guests from around the world, helps mobilize ideas and build momentum for awareness and change.
If nothing's changing and we're here, then we should move or we should close up. We ought to be making a difference. People ought to be able to say that this neighborhood's different because we're here. This city's different because we're here.
St. Sabina's mission of transformation starts with each individual and the mutual recognition of one's greatest needs.
We're trying to do a more holistic approach to, you know what, we want you to focus on doing well in your job. So if you're having problems with childcare, we'll take care of that for you. Don't worry about that anymore. Focus on the job. Now that you're in the job, you don't have any clothes. We'll take care of that for you. We're going to get you some clothes for the first 30 days until you can get your first check. Don't worry about that anymore.
St. Sabina's model of ministry is based on Dr. Martin Luther King's vision of creating the beloved community, a community in which poverty, hunger, and homelessness are not tolerated, a community where injustice is fought by effective, nonviolent action.
He gave the blueprint to what real, authentic ministry is. People gathered in churches. They prayed, they scripture, and they were given a charge. And people left the churches to transform.
Born from a long and proven history of activism and community development in the surrounding neighborhood, the Beloved Community, Inc. is a nonprofit organization established as a community development partner of St. Sabina. Its mission is to implement Dr. King's vision within the Auburn-Gresham neighborhood.
In Auburn-Gresham, our needs are really not different than any other place. We want to have stores we can shop in. We want to have places we can get our dry cleaning done. We want restaurants we can take our family to on a Sunday afternoon. And so what the Beloved Community does is tries to further those efforts and institutionalize them so that they can be beneficial to the community long term.
Julie Wellborn dreamed of being an entrepreneur and owning her own cafe. Now, with the help of the Beloved Community, she is realizing that dream with a space on 79th Street.
It was important for me and for my partner Denise to do something in the community, to give back, to provide a service for our community, our church. It was also important for us to just set the standard or set the tone as two African American women to own our own businesses and to show that this is something that can be done.
In Auburn-Gresham, the beloved community creates strategies that maintain affordable housing, nurtures youth and young entrepreneurs, fosters long-term employment, and incubates businesses. With these strategies, the beloved community is helping to ensure that the Auburn-Gresham neighborhood remains a viable and sustainable community.
There are a number of examples throughout this community where you can point to where St. Sabina and Father Mike have played a role in helping to improve the quality of life in this community.
My children wanted me to leave this community. They didn't feel it was safe here because it had deteriorated so, and I'm glad I didn't, because things have improved so much that it was worth all the effort to stay here.
We fed thousands and thousands of lives, made lives different, brought people who were homeless, put them back into independence in their lives. It just shows that all we have to have is the desire, the passion, the endurance, the will, the commitment to love people and realize we want to change lives.